Hey everybody, this is SoulPrime13 and I'm going to be taking a look at the reissue Commander class Jetfire figure. I was lucky enough to pick this guy up and he is definitely, I've heard a lot of good things about him, and just, the Commander class in general has had a lot of really good figures, and I have to say that he is definitely a good one. I definitely enjoy him. And this is my first real G1 Jetfire. The only other one I have was that little Walgreens exclusive one that was very basic, so I'm happy to have a full-fledged one. He looks really cool, and he's definitely big. Here he is next to the Earthrise Leader Prime, so he is definitely one of the taller commanders, although that's because he doesn't have multiple modes or anything, so they were able to just make him bigger, and he is supposed to be a bigger character. He does have that switching insignia here. If I can get it to flip, come on, flip for me. There we go. His shield / armor pieces does have the Autobot symbol, but his actual chest does have the flipping gimmick. Oop. And the shield is basically made up of all his accessories. He's got his, these guns that can plug into different parts of his wings, and these, oh, there we go. These dual cannons that plug onto his arms, they do come apart, although there's not really any reason to take them apart as far as I know. This is his chest armor, and it does open up. If I can remember, it's right here. And he does come with his battle mask, which looks really cool. So there is that, and I'm gonna bring him down onto his knees so that we can actually see him here. But it just has a everything's falling out of my hands. There's a little square peg here that just plugs into his forehead. It is a little bit of a hassle to get off, but it just sits like that. But yeah, even just tapping it on, it holds on very securely. Unfortunately, you cannot transform him while he's wearing this, because his head folds into this spot on his backpack, and this sort of blocky crest is a little too long, so it gets in the way. And all the armor, combined as the shield, will just plug onto the back of his jet mode thrusters. But yeah, overall he's got a lot of great detail. He feels pretty solid. My only real complaint is these arms do not hold in place very well. There are a couple very small tabs in the front and back, but they just do not hold when you're trying to move his arms. You can see they just pop out of place constantly, and they don't come all the way off, but that's because the actual panel they're on has limited movement. But yeah, it just doesn't hold in. That is my only major complaint, is that those arms just do not want to stay in place. It's kind of annoying. Otherwise, he's really solid. I love the way he looks. It's really genuine to that G1 design, and of course you can give him that armored up look, which I believe that has something to do with the original toy design that was imported. Which, if you know anything about the history of Jetfire, he has a lot of legal controversy, but I'm glad that they were able to make this figure and give him all his armor pieces, regardless of if that's what it actually is or not. He does have the, see, things are unpugging now. He does have the disappearing post in his hand when you open up his fingers, which I think that's awesome. Again, all these accessories can go on him. There are ports in the backs of his wings. Ports here, and then this piece here on the tip can be plugged into these ports that are on the bottom, like here. but gonna have to just lay him down like so. And these do come apart if you want to put one on the back and then one on the edge of the wing. I believe that's in the picture. And again, these just kind of sit on his arms like so. And the chest armor, you do have to take the helmet off, but the chest armor, you just flip these panels out, which the first couple times they might be a little tight, but they loosen up after a little bit. These just peg in to these slots here. You know, I'll just go ahead and throw that on there, just so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. But yeah, you know, he's got all these accessories, and I do like that they sort of combine into a shield. It does look a little weird on the jet because it's like all just hanging off of this peg here that, you know, is part of his gun. Also, his gun does split in two if you want to have two single guns, or you can keep them together as I like to. It sort of has like a double barrel shotgun look to it. And he does come with blast effects. He does come with two orange blast effects, which, you know, clearly he's compatible, seeing as how he comes with them. And you can plug them into the thrusters too, if you want him to be in flight. He does have some on the bottom of his feet as well, if you somehow have a big flight stand for him. I do not. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy that I was able to pick this figure up. He looks great, and yeah, see there, now things don't want to stay in place and are coming off with things that they're not supposed to. But overall, you know, aside from a few loose joints, which aren't super problematic, more annoying than anything, he's pretty solid. He's got pretty good quality joints and everything. He's got plenty of ratchets, like I'm sure you heard it when I was moving his arms and his knees. He's got lots of ratchets, which is great. And this, I think I might be able to show this off. This cockpit area actually does open up, and this thingy, I don't really know what it is, but this does come out. If you know, had like a little plastic figurine you wanted to put in the pilot seat, you could theoretically do that. Again, your toy, you do what you want. But yeah, overall, I definitely think he's worth it. Pretty much all the commanders so far have been worth the price of admission. They're usually big and have plenty of features. So I think my least favorite out of all the commanders, because I have all the current commanders right now, I believe, I'd have to say Skylynx is probably my least favorite, and that's just because like he wasn't a character that I really was super familiar with. I saw, you know, him in the G1 series, and you know, he was there. I just don't have a strong attachment to that character. I don't really have an attachment to the Magmatron either, but like, he's made of dinosaurs, and I love dinosaurs. Jurassic Park is my favorite movie, so I was always gonna like that. But yeah, so far, I'm happy with all the commanders, you know, at least to some extent. You know, Skylynx is just my least favorite. He's not bad. So yeah, if you don't already have this guy, I think there are still a few places selling him with the reissue. I would definitely recommend picking him up. And actually, before we go, let's do one more size comparison. Here he is next to the Super Mode Armada Prime. So yeah, he's got some height to him. Bring leader class in there again. So he is a big boy, which is canon to the show. But yeah, again, if you don't already have this guy, definitely see if you can pick him up. He's got, you know, plenty of accessories to mess around with, and he just looks great. He's fun. Again, just be aware that the shoulder panels are kind of loose and they're gonna pop out. His arms aren't gonna go flopping around. He'll pass a shake test, so nothing too serious. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the Commander class Jetfire.